live and in one piece. We got the train here last night and we arrived about 5 p.m. Got some really good fish and chips, which was amazing because we never get fish and chips in Melbourne. And we are just tucked in for the night. It was really cold, so we just snuggled down and chilled out for a little bit, watched Evermore Mining. But today we have a big day because we're actually in Warrnambool for our first wedding anniversary, but they eloped, so this is the actual like reception, if that makes sense, and that's going to be really exciting later on tonight. But before that, we are being taken around by our friends who are arriving later in the day to show us around their hometown, which is going to be super exciting. I think in the morning they've given us a coffee recommendation, so we'll go there first, get the boy caffeined up, and then I think we're planning to do some antiquing, just going around a couple of going around the thrift and seeing what we can find. It looks to be like it's still going to be a little bit of a cold day out there, but we should make do. I'm really excited to see what's going on in and around the city, well, town. I haven't been in a small town in yonks, and I kind of just love the small town vibe, just going at a slower pace, and it's a good way to get away from everything for the weekend. So I am excited, but let's go get this coffee because I am also very tired. I never get up this early. See you guys soon. wind and the waves, but we are out on the breakwater and we are having a little walk before we head back in. We're going to go see the penguins with the dogs. I've seen so much about them in the documentary. But we are following these two as we go on these adventures today, and we'll head back after this, I think. But it's been a nice day. Might be a penguin. I made it back here in one piece, which is great. It was a really fun weekend away. I loved the place that we were staying at. It was a refurbed older building, so it was quite cold, but the one thing that did get me was the shower, and it's just because I'm not sure if like when anybody else travels they get the whole this bathroom was designed by a man, because it is only an overhead shower and they don't wash their butts. I just want every shower to have like a function where I can just remove the nozzle and fully clean, because I don't feel clean if I can't clean all the parts. Anyway, there are two other things that I wanted to go over with you. Is one, some of the goodies that I picked up while thrifting, because it was just a fun time. The flea markets are insane. I actually really want to go back, because I did not make it to Fletcher's Market, and the Timor Market was so much bigger than I thought it was. I thought it was going to be like a tiny little thrift store, but that was like easily 100 little stalls in this one building, and you'd go around a corner and there would be more, or you'd find the stairs and there was like a whole bunch of stuff up there, so I could genuinely spend like a full afternoon just in that spot. But we had like maybe an hour, and I know I didn't get through everything. I even found like a bunch of Kiwi snacks, like good old perky nanas and all that kind of stuff, so I'm keeping it in mind, even though we do have our local New Zealand food store, so we'll see. But I did find some other things while going around. We went through all of our little fun things. I did go to Vinnie's. What we do have is these little Wanderer magazines. We actually got these from Film Never Die over by Southern Cross Station, and we got 2 for 1 because they're trying to actually get rid of these magazines, and so the 2 of them were $15. They're really good coffee paper, and for a girl who lost her headphones, they were a really good train read, and I got to read so many interesting articles in there. Next thing being a book, and this is purely because I reread I think, the first book in the series, and I'm going to reread the second book. I'm going through my phase with my reading where I read something like a little bit easier to like retrain my brain into reading, so I'll always go back to a series from when I was younger. So for me, this is Fallen. I never, like the Fallen series, I never actually finished it because I heard this book was just terrible, but I feel like I probably should finish it no matter how terrible it is. Then I'll probably put it in our downstairs library or one of those local little libraries, because I believe I'm passing it on. We have something else. Ooh, found this really cute sewing pattern, and I particularly am in love with this top here. So I think I'm gonna find some material and try and recreate it, because look at how cute these sleeves are. The little puff sleeve into a long sleeve I think will be so cute. The one thing I'm gonna have to figure out though is here with my body, specifically because I'm a larger chested gal, so I'm going to have to make this really supportive up top, shall we say, and then figure out how to tighten that in. I think I'm going to have to put like an invisible zipper down the side, so we're going to try with that. And then I also got some lace, because whenever I can get a vintage lace or just any kind of lace, I got 3 meters of this for $3. Thrifting is like where I get a lot of my sewing supplies, like my extra ones, because you can always find something like really good in the thrift, and usually it's never been used when it comes to craft supplies, because what would they be used for apart from the craft itself? Same thing with finding 50 cents for like 6 yards of black bias tape, which is really handy, especially for a girl like me who loves her darker colours. I also found this little chain. I think I'm gonna take the charms off that they do have, maybe keep a couple of the dragonflies and the disco ball and stuff. I'm gonna shorten it, so instead of being like this, I'm gonna have it more up here like a choker. So I've got my jewelry pliers. I'm gonna take it off there and reattach, and we'll find some better silver like jewelry pieces just to make it a little bit more interesting. Maybe some like crosses or something. I prefer more macabre things in my designs. I'm like, creepy cute is my kind of vibe. And I say that as I go in for this. I want to make a cheese tie. I saw a girl on TikTok, I cannot remember her name, and I'm sorry, this was like weeks ago, but I saw her make a really interesting mold tie, and she embroidered everything, made it look like mold. I do not have that skill at the moment. What I do have the skill is cheese tie. Think like a little Swiss cheese moment all throughout the tie. I am going to try and do that just for a little fun project, because I am bored of my wardrobe being just so unfun sometimes. So we'll see if I can do that, or gift it off to a friend who might have like a brighter style. My last thing is something that I've been doing for years and I just love it. I collect these little spoons, specifically stuff from back home in New Zealand. This is a Kaikoura one. She's a rattler, but I think it's just a little reminder of home for me when I'm so far away. I've also always loved these spoons. I remember like seeing them at like little roadstop cafes as I grew up, so it's something that I just collect. This is going to be my grandma collection thing, you know, like when she's like, what, 80, and all of my nephews and nieces are going to have to go through my stuff and be like, why does she have so many spoons? Because I love them. because I really do love them. The other thing was we got them Pokemon cards. I was actually planning on doing this in the hotel room, but it was just such a wild weekend. It was so fast, and when we did get like a couple of hours in the hotel room, it was just, I just collapsed. I was so exhausted, so tired, but I wanted to still open them for this video, as we all love a wee little pack opening moment. So we got this out of like one of the pop mark things at Southern Cross, and we were actually originally going to do it, yeah, at the hotel or on the train to give us some entertainment. So I got my Black Border One Touch with it, and I got my Perfect Order because I have not. I don't want to necessarily master set it, but I do just want it. I want some of the cards. I want some good ones. So let's see. This is a one shot, but let's see. I'm not like an avid Pokemon card collector. I do enjoy just the thrill of trying to chase something. Let's see what we've got. Okay. Silver Energy. Nice. Okay. One of my partner's favorites is Gengar, so we did grab a Haunter yesterday, so that's fun. What do we got here? Boo. We got Sandslip. Already done with Perfect Order. Oh, keep on getting him. What do we got here? Limoy City. She is pretty. Love her. Who? God, sometimes who is this? Oh my god, that's a Talonflame. Oh, we got the shiny version of this yesterday. What else? Shiny trainer. Tarragon. I always end up getting trainers over anything else. Oh, are you kidding me? Please. Oh. I'm pretty sure we got Megazyrate yesterday when we did a couple of pulls. So that's a double up, but I'm not too mad about it. It's still a cool card. Anyway, the rest of Warrnambool was amazing. We just went to the pier, looked at those penguins, and then headed home because my friends have real jobs instead of my fake little, job that I have. So they needed to be back by Monday for their 9 to 5s. But it was still fun. It was good. The ride back was chill. And I think we definitely will be going back another time. If you want to see more of that, maybe we'll go again. Also, shout out to the Victorian government for making trains free, so that whole thing was absolutely free for us, which is a slay. I probably should say like the whole subscribe, or at least give a like or a comment. I mean, tell me what your favorite Pokemon is, or tell me what Pokemon you are. Actually, we've had this debate in my household for quite a while. It's like we all know our favorite Pokemons. Mine's Mawile, but as like an actual Pokemon, I would be a Psyduck. I constantly get headaches, I have giant social anxiety, and I'm just annoying sometimes, really. Well, Psyduck, it's me. That's what I am. I'm a little Psyduck. Even though, yeah, my favourite's Mawile, who I did pull yesterday. I pulled a shiny Mawile, and it's the best day of my mother's life. Anyway, we'll see you later. Like and subscribe because I want the engagement. Or, well, like and subscribe because that engagement helps, especially small, tiny creators like me.